Hey everybody, sykotiksonik here. Welcome back to Let's Play Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. Last time, we finished up the last level in Warp Room 2, the Eel Deal. Got the green gem, the box gem, the crystal, as we always do. We also defeated the Komodo brothers. They lacked our metal, obviously, as Cortex said. We got the crystal and bear down, and the gem and bear down. We did do a little bit of sequence breaking, technically, if you count going in level order, sequence breaking. And we got the box gem and air crash through the secret entrance. Now, plant food. We have a crystal, a gem, and I know it's really hard to tell. In fact, I don't think it's possible to even tell, but we have a yellow gem. Plant food, just like Hang 8, is a time trial. A race against the clock. So we gotta go. But I'm gonna be showing off a fun little trick that isn't particularly necessary to complete it, but it makes it a little bit easier. So here's a fun fact for you. The clock does not start. Contrary to popular belief, the clock does not start until you get to the checkpoint. The clock starts as soon as you start the level. Or as soon as you start moving in the level. So yeah, we're going to sacrifice Aku Aku there just because it's fine. It's fine, guys. We're already at 50 seconds, though. Now, it is possible to make this. But it's a hell of a lot hard. So we're going to jump up into the bonus round and just die. And for some reason, that resets the time to 1 minute 24 seconds. And God, do we need it. Because here's the thing, right? If we had an Aku Aku to spare, we'd be fine. We have one right there, actually. But we've got these plants. We're able to make it past them. But here's the tough part. If we don't have an Aku Aku, we have to take a detour all the way over here to kill these plants, specifically because of these two plants right there. Then we have to go back and ride the jet board. Without an Aku Aku, I believe it is impossible. Could be wrong. You might have to be, some kind of god gamer. But I believe it is impossible to get the yellow gem without doing that little exploit without an Aku Aku. Without an Aku Aku to take the hit for. I should 100% clarify. But now that we've done that, let's go through the game normally so we can get that box gem. This is the last river section. Crash 2 did a little bit better. Crash 2 did a little better than Crash 1. Some sections, some level themes, repeat 3 times. Some level themes repeat twice. I don't think there's a single level theme that is only played once. I could be wrong about that. But I don't... Oh, fuck, we did it again. I don't particularly remember any one-and-done level themes. So now let's go to the bonus room and actually, do it. There's a fun thing for you, though. If you get into the bonus room before that TNT explodes, it will explode while you're, riding into the bonus room, and it will count as a bonus room box. Because you saw as we were riding up and we loaded into the bonus room, as the TNT exploded, we had a box tally. We had a box count of 1 on the bottom screen. I just think that's funny. Obviously, it doesn't affect anything because you still get the same amount of boxes at the end of the day. It's not like you're missing a box at the end of the level, which I have had happen to me. And have I had happen to me? No, I was going to say that matter-of-factly, but I don't remember if that actually happened to me or not. I feel like it did. I feel like I had a time where I had some kind of bonus room glitch. And yeah, okay. I feel like I had some kind of time where I had a bonus room glitch. Not in this level, but in Was it in Crash 3? It might have been in Crash 3. I had a bonus room glitch where I ended up somehow getting more boxes than were in the bonus room. Don't remember how that happened. So it screwed up my box tally at the end of the level, and the gem didn't load because I had like I don't remember the exact level, the box count, but I had like 103 out of 100, and the box and the gem didn't load, and I was like, what? Never said these games are perfect. Oh, come on!
Crash!
Oh, it's fine. It's you.
Goodness. I hacked into Cortex's computer and found detailed schematics for an improved Cortex Vortex and a suspicious-looking space station. I'm not sure, but Cortex might be trying.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Fortunately, I don't know what any of that means. Sewer or later? Does that have 2 gems? I genuinely can't remember, and I can't tell if that's supposed to be 2 gems or not. Most of the time, if a level has 2 gems, there will be a gem slot on the left of the crystal. So I'm just gonna assume that there's 2 gems in here until otherwise. No, actually, you know what? There's no assuming. There is. Yeah. I'm an idiot. I don't know as much about this game as I thought I did. I'm a fake Crash fan. This is my second favorite game in the entire series. You're probably wondering what my first one is. If I haven't shared it already, I'll share it right here, right now. Crash to Insanity. I'll give you my personal top 3. Crash to Insanity, Crash 2, Crash 4, unless you're 100%ing Crash 4, in which case Crash 4 is not one of my favorite games. Although I did recently learn that if you want to 100% it and not 106% it, which I don't recommend doing, 98% of the game, 98% of the game can be completed by just gathering the gems. All of the gems. From the regular level and the inverted level. And then it's up to you to figure out how you want to get that last 2%. If you're strictly going for 100%, which I recommend, you can either get the gold, I think it's either the gold relics, the platinum relics, because I know the platinum relics are required for 100% for some godforsaken reason. The insanely perfect relics, or you can do the or you can get gold medals or platinum medals in the flashback tapes. To get 100%, that is all you have to do. To get 106%, you have to do all of it. And it's making me rethink whether it's making me, sit there and be like, oh yeah, I want to go for 100% in Crash 4. That'll be fun. I don't want to go for 106% in Crash 4. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. And I know I should save it for Crash 4, which I don't know when I'm going to do Crash 4. Because it's not immediately after it. Oh, fuck. We fucked up. Hold up. We'll be back. And by we'll be back, I mean we're going back. Because we have to head to the right to load up this switch. I might as well kill this guy while I'm at it. Just because he's in my way, But as I was saying, it's not like I'm going to get immediately to Crash 4 as soon as I do Crash 3. Since all the games after Crash 3 are technically multiversal and possibly not canon to Crash 4's timeline, but I don't care about canon. And also, here's the thing. So, I'm going straight from Crash 1 to Crash 2 to Crash 3. It's because I know these games like the back of my hand. Oh, fuck. We keep getting stuck in geometry. I know these games like the back of my hand. These are 3 of my favorite platformers of all time. Oh my god, the bonus room! Where's the fucking bonus room at? Wow, okay. There's the yellow gem. Alright, hold up. There it is. Now you better have 10 boxes. I'm gonna be counting. How did I even skip the bonus room? God. How did I do that? I've literally never done that before. That's amazing. And I should also feel ashamed that I knew exactly... I should also feel mildly ashamed that I knew exactly what I was missing. Alright, that's 2 out of 10. That's 6 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 1 more, and there's that 1 more. Alright, box gem get. I will meet you guys back at the... warp point. Or maybe not. You know, I'll decide whether or not I want to cut. Yeah, the enemies don't respawn, so it's fine. So, just a nice, quick, casual run back while I once again try to explain why I'm not going to jump immediately to Crash 4 after doing Crash 3. The only reason I'm jumping immediately from 1, 2, and 3 is because I know these games like the back of my hand. So, I always have fun playing these games. I always love playing these games. Yes, even Crash 1, despite the difficulty in 100% again. Crash 4 is an entirely different beast altogether, and I would like to do other stuff before I do the rest of the Crash games, because despite Crash to Insanity being my favorite in the series, I've never beaten it 100%, and I don't know that much about it. I just know that it makes me laugh, and I like it, so that's all I need to know. No Cortex? Okay, no Cortex. Road to Ruin, let's go. As level 14, you saw in the secret warp room that there was a secret entrance to level 14, but here's the funny thing, you don't technically need it. I mean, you do technically need it, because if you want to get 100%, you needed to access the secret entrances. They do count towards 100% progression. But if we just back up a little bit here, because these things respawn, we can see the left path over there, and that exclamation switch will activate those outline boxes with a very well-timed slide jump, or preferably the super slide spin jump. Whoa! You can make it over there. Unfortunately, this has a death route, so we have to redo it. Because I wasn't gonna do that. I mean, I was, but I was actually gonna do it if I could show it off, but I failed. It is possible to make it over there. And that is where you get the rest of the boxes that you will be missing for the box gem. I believe you will be missing 32. And when we get to the secret entrance, I'm going to count how many boxes there are, and you guys can either laugh at me for getting it wrong, or cringe at me for actually knowing how many boxes are in that secret path. Whichever way works for you. I don't know. This is Crash Bandicoot is one of... Fucking hell. Crash Bandicoot is one of those things where I look at it like, I love this game to death. I love this series to death. I have spent a vast... We are going to skip the bonus... I keep calling them bonus rounds. We are going to skip the death route for the time being, strictly because we want to get this crystal. We want to activate these. Jump, jump, jump. Okay. This is where the Death Route platform will lead us back to. So, in order to avoid backtracking, which I'm already doing, we are going to go further ahead to get that point. Then we are going to wait for this thing. And ta-da! Now again, as I was previously stating, Crash Bandicoot is one of those things where I recognize how important it is in my life. I would not be where I am now in terms of, video games. By the way, you can spin these. And actually, you can spin them back at the big old monkey that's throwing them at you. But you can also just spin them. I would not be where I am at today as a video game player if it were not for Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot 3 was the first video game I ever played. I grew an unhealthy obsession with Crash Bandicoot 3. Then I played Crash, and then we played Crash 2, we played Crash 1. It took us forever to 100% Crash 1. I am speaking plurally here because I'm talking about me, my brother, and my father. It took us forever to 100% Crash 1 because the great game. I still remember those memories to this day. Crash Bandicoot is an extremely important franchise to me. So, I have dedicated, whether willingly or not, I have dedicated a vast amount of my brain power, memorizing so many details about this game. I can do most of the voice lines in this game. I know the level design almost one-to-one. There are a couple moments, obviously, where I have tripped up, but I know the level design almost one-to-one. And that's for all 3 games in the series. In the trilogy, I should say. Now, I don't know how you would personally feel about having a game or a game franchise or something that is that important to you that you know almost everything about it. I don't know how you would personally feel about it. While it's not something that I can personally control, it's not something I'm happy about either. Because I find myself having an obsession, for lack of a better term, an obsession with Crash Bandicoot. And maybe I just don't like the idea of me being obsessed with something. I don't know. But yeah, I don't even need to tell you. I don't even need to go to the secret exit to tell you that we're missing 32 because 89 minus 57 is 32. But it's just a me thing. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that have their kind of obsession like that. And again, I'm using it for lack of a better term. If you have a better term for it, leave it in the comments below. But I'm sure I skipped the crash dance. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, you go ahead and sigh, Crash. I'm sure there are plenty of people that have this somewhat sort of obsession. And I'm sure people are proud of it. I'm not. I'm really not. But not really much I can do about it, so I might as well share it with the internet. So this is the third and last boulder chase level, but that's not a boulder, that's a polar bear. That's right. It was this level was actually a very popular demo level, and it was used a lot in media previews as well. Like, you watch a lot of early Crash 2 promotional material, the commercials and all that, you will see Crash running away from a giant polar bear a lot. Oh my god, I almost fell down that pit. So yeah, I figure there's nothing I can really do about this brain, this weird old brain of mine. So I might as well share my passion with the internet. So the polar bear tries to follow us that big bridge, but he left 3 planks, which the other boulders haven't done before. It's not much of a tell, I know, but it is a tell that you can jump down here. Jump down here, secret path, boxes. So you have to come down here. Honestly, like I said, it's not much of a tell, but the tell is there. It does, because you're supposed to sit there and probably think to yourself, huh, wait a minute. The other boulders never did that. That's weird. The other boulders never left planks. So then you think, Far be it from me to, critique level design. I'm not a level designer. I'm going to jump back up here because there are 2 hidden extra life crates right here. But these extra life crates are actually pretty special because they constantly respawn. Most of the time in Crash, if you break an extra life crate, it becomes a multi-wumpa crate, a question mark crate. Not those boxes. Doesn't matter how many times you break them, they always come back as extra life crates. It's weird. Not sure why. So we see the moles one more time, but no we don't. We're just going to skip through it. Z-axis. But here's an example, because we're going to hop back up here with a skip and a hop. Yeah, they are extra life crates again. Not sure why they're the only extra life crates in the entire trilogy to do something similar like that. But I ain't complaining. More lives. Oh, now that's bullshit. I hit his fucking tail, and that counted as a hitbox. That's I fucked myself. Yep, I can't make it up there without that arrow crate. Don't break that arrow crate without getting up here, because you'll miss those 3 boxes. And then you'll sit there and cry to yourself. You'll cry yourself to sleep, knowing which goddamn boxes you missed. Hopefully it's not that dramatic for you, actually. Like, it's just a video game. It's just boxes. Like, calm down. It's not that dramatic. Alright. Ooh, okay. Alright, so sometimes Crash does... Good shot, Elmer. Sometimes Crash does that little hop right after he lands and he hits a spin instantaneously. I don't know why. I can't ever do it reliably. I don't know if it's like a frame perfect trick or whatever. I don't know. I can't ever do it reliably. All I know is that oftentimes it ends up screwing me over. Wow, okay. Yeah, we're having a little trouble here. I mean, that's why this level is called Unbearable. Fun fact. Ooh. I got nervous. That was completely my bad. I got nervous. But hey, extra life grinding. I'm not doing it intentionally. Actually, now that I think about it, this is a good time to talk about the dynamic difficulty adjustment system. Crash 2 and Crash 3 have very, and I do mean very subtle difficulty adjustment. It's called the DDA, Dynamic Difficulty Adjustment. And it's basically if you struggle a lot in the game in a particular level, the game will subtly help you out. Like, if you die enough times, you'll get a pity aku aku mask. Excuse me. If you also die enough times, certain boxes might start changing a little bit. Like maybe that blank box that you broke, that's always been blank, maybe it'll turn into an extra life crate, or maybe it'll turn into a checkpoint. It's subtle things like that that you don't really. It's subtle things like that that you don't really notice until you've grown up and you're like, oh man, I was so bad at this game. And then you start playing the game and you're like, oh yeah, okay, all right, yeah, I'm doing all right. You hit that one level that really, really hits you hard, and suddenly you're walking down the path and you're like, wait a minute, that wasn't a checkpoint before. And they said specifically that it was done. Oh shit, we did it again. Okay. I don't know why my capture card does that. I apologize for that interruption. But obviously I cannot do that blind. I may play a lot of Crash Bandicoot, but I am not a god gamer. But anyway, as I was saying previously, the dynamic difficulty adjustment was done specifically to help newer, inexperienced players get into Crash without really taking away from experienced players. Like, experienced players will never notice any of these changes because, they're, and apologies for lack of a better term, they are good at the game. An inexperienced player is not good at the game. So, to help the inexperienced player along and make the struggle a little less unbearable, make the struggle a little more bearable, subtle things will be changed. Spyro also has a dynamic difficulty adjustment, I believe. And every game after Crash 2 implemented it in some way. Hello, Polar. Your mom's mad at us. Well, no, excuse me. That is a lie, and I apologize. Not every game, because, not every game was a traditional platformer. But the traditional platformers in Crash kept the DDA system. That's 58 boxes, but I want to go back because I want to talk a little more about the DDA system, and I want to go check on our little buddy Polar. So, Crash 2 had the... Oh shit, we died. Crash 2 had the DDA system. Crash 3 had the DDA system. Wrath of Cortex had the DDA system. Crash, The Huge Adventure, and Entranced had a very basic DDA system where it wouldn't change boxes on you. Like, it wouldn't add extra checkpoints or whatever. But it would still give you, like, the pity masks. Now, we've already got the gem, so we don't have to go back through that end portal, or end area. We'll go check on our little buddy. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Sorry we made your mom mad. Whoa, there we go. Next time on Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. We'll be taking on the first of 2 completely secret levels. Get ready for Totally Bear. See you guys then.